everybody, and welcome to today's video. As you can tell by the title, I will be decluttering my makeup collection again. This will be part one, and I'll see how many parts I have to edit this into once I finish. But let's just go ahead and get started. I did get quite a few requests to do some more decluttering videos, so I thought I would start with my makeup, move on to skincare, and then move on from there. So yeah, let's get started. I have my Alex 9 drawer here. I'm gonna start at the top, work my way down, and then I'll do the things that are on top of my vanity. So first we've got powders and concealers. So I can tell you right away, I've got two of these Clinique powders. These are the Super Powder Double Face Makeup, and one of these is new, which is this one, and one of these is basically empty, so I am going to put this in my empties container. Then let's see, I guess I'll be doing powders first. This is the Bare Minerals Touch Up Veil in translucent, and this is a product that is discontinued, but I will keep that because I really like it. This is my holy grail loose powder. This is the Coty Airspun, and I have the shade Translucent Extra Coverage 07041, so definitely keeping that. And then I'm also keeping my Sephora Bright Set setting powder. This is like a yellow one. I've got a couple minis over here. I have the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I'm going to declutter this because I never use this, and this is so old, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I am going to keep the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder because I haven't tried that yet, and everyone here on YouTube raves about it. Then I have the Tarte Smooth Operator Powder, and I'm actually going to declutter this and then keep my RCMA No Color powder. Okay, I've got this Stila thing back here. This is like a color correcting powder that you like twist, and I got this at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, which I was like so excited about, but I'm actually going to declutter that because again, I never use it. And then my last powder is the Palladio Rice Powder. I don't know if they still make this anymore, but I don't know. I don't need this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, now I'm gonna start with my color correctors back here. Let me see, what do I want to do? I'm gonna keep this Becca color corrector. This is in the shade Violet. I really love that. This is the Weibo 4-in-1 concealer palette. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I got this summer of 2015, and it is summer of 2018. I got this in Europe somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think Poland, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that because it's probably too old now. This is the City Color Color Correcting Stick, and this is like a super dark orange. I also have this City Color Corrector, which is a much lighter orange, which I feel like suits my skin tone better. So I'm going to keep this City Color Corrector and get rid of the stick. Even though I do really like the stick, I feel like this one is just better for me. And then I've got my 4 color correcting loose powders, which I am going to keep for now. Okay, now concealers. I have this Anastasia one that I just recently got, and I am going to keep this. This is in the shade 3. I'm not sure what this product is actually called. It just says concealer. I got that at Marshalls. And then I also have this Stila concealer, which is like super yellow based, but I really like it. This is in the shade Buff 07. It's the Stay All Day. I got this for $5 when it was clearanced on their website. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep all of my IT Cosmetics products. I have the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer, and then I have 2 of the Bye Bye Under Eye Illuminating Concealers. These are all in the shade medium, so yeah, I'm going to be keeping those 3. This is by Bourjois, I think is how you say that. This is a Healthy Mix concealer. I'm going to get rid of this because I got that also when I was in Poland. I'm going to keep these 3 Kat Von D concealers. I got these pretty recently from TJ Maxx, I think. I have 3 different shades. I have Light 17, I have Medium 24, and I have Light 18. So I'm going to keep those. I really like those. I'm also going to keep the Kat Von D Locket little concealer sample that I have. Now these, I have the Rimmel Match Perfection. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of gray toned. You know what I mean? Let me swatch this other concealer that I have. This is the Cowgirl Dirt Saddle Up Concealer. And this one is like super pale. So I am going to get rid of the Cowgirl Dirt one. I bought this a while ago, and I really liked it, but it's super, super sticky, so that's why I'm going to get rid of that, and it's like incredibly pale for me. I think I might keep the Rimmel one for now, and after I use it again, then I'll decide. Okay, so this is what the drawer looks like afterwards. I actually am going to get rid of this because this is way too gray toned for my skin. So I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concealers, 2 small powders, and 3 big ones. So that's what we're getting rid of from the first drawer. Okay, now on to the second drawer. I'm going to start with my primers. I'm going to get rid of the Maybelline Baby Skin because this is super old and it is almost completely gone. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I'm going to keep my Magical Moringa primer from Lush. This is relatively new to me. I'm keeping the No Problem primer, and this is from the brand Touch in Soul. I saw Jeffree Star's video on that, and I had to go out and buy it. What else? This is the Estee Edit Radiance Activator. This product is discontinued, but I still really like it, and when I finish this, I want to buy the Becca Shimmering, no, what is it called? The Becca Backlight Priming Filter again. I went through a whole bottle of that, and this is very similar. So I'm going to keep this one for now, and then once it's gone, it's gone. And then this is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, and I think I'm going to get rid of this as well. Okay, now foundations. I know some of these need to go. So let's see, this foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me, is probably my favorite drugstore foundation just because it's so cheap, it's matte, it's got great coverage. Okay, so I have 3 different shades here. This one, there's a little bit left in here, but this is not my shade anymore. This one, let's see. This one is basically, I don't know, this is pretty much empty as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. This one is super pale. I'm not sure how pale, I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is really, really pale, but this is practically full. So I am going to keep this one for now. Then we've got the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation, and I love this so much. I'm definitely keeping that. I've got 2 of the L'Oreal Infallible foundations. This is the Infallible Total Cover, and I am going to keep this one. I really like that one. It's a little bit pale. Well, it's pretty pale for me right now, but I really love that foundation. This one I also do really like, but it is way too gray toned for me, so I am going to declutter that. I've got the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream, and let me see if there's still product in here. Oh, gross. Okay, so only liquid came out, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this product as well because it is pretty old. And then my last one I have here is the Stila Illuminating Liquid Foundation, and this is in the shade 50 Watts, which this is a super yellow foundation, but I use this all the time to mix in with foundations because for some reason foundations always look really pink and cool toned on me, so I do love this to mix in with my other foundations that don't match me perfectly. Then we've got, what are these called? Setting sprays and primer waters. So I've got the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm definitely keeping that. I'm definitely keeping the Quick Fix Priming Spray from Urban Decay. And I'm also, I am also keeping both of my Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Sprays. This one is pretty old, but I am working through this product right now, and then I'm going to be using this one. Those are my only setting sprays that I own. No full sizes here. Then we've got, these are kind of like BB creams and mini foundation things, I think. This is the Tarte Guard Tinted Moisturizer, and I am going to be keeping this. I've got 2 of these Makeup Forever HD minis that I'm going to be keeping. I use these to mix into foundations as well. And I've also got this Makeup Forever one, which I just got in a Sephora Playbox recently, and I'll probably use that for the same purpose because that's pretty dark for me, for my skin tone, so I haven't tried this yet, but I definitely am going to keep it so that I can try it out. I'm keeping my IT Cosmetics CC Plus. I really want to buy the full size of this because I really do like that. And then this is the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm, which I have not tried yet. I also got this in a Sephora Playbox, so yeah, I'm going to keep that. And then in this front section here, I've just got primers. Mini primers, so I guess I'll go through these. I probably don't need all of these. I've got a MAC Strobe Cream that I'm going to keep. This Peter Thomas Roth No Filter Mattifying Primer I'm going to keep. A lot of these I haven't tried yet, like this Becca First Light Priming Filter. This Buxom product I'm going to get rid of because this is really old, so I'm going to declutter that. I've got a couple of these Makeup Forever primers. I've got the the hydrating primer and the smoothing primer. So I think I'm gonna keep both of those for now. What else do I have? I've got a couple of Smashbox ones. I think, what should I do? Is this one? I think I'm going to get rid of the pore minimizing one because I don't like this one as much, but I'm going to keep both of the original formula. I'm going to keep the Too Faced Hangover X primer, whatever, however you say that. I am going to keep the Benefit Professional, the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. Let me test this. Okay, I am going to go ahead and keep this one because it's a consistency that I don't really have anything like. I'm going to keep this Josie Maran. This is an illuminator, but I think that I want to use it to mix into my foundation. I don't think you just use it as like a highlighter. I'm going to keep this Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I just got this and I haven't tried it yet. And then I've got the Cover FX Illuminating Primer Base, which, I don't know. I've got that, and I've also got this Burberry Luminous Fluid Base, which I've had this for a really long time. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Burberry one and keep the Cover FX one. So we're getting rid of 4 foundations, 2 full-sized primers, and 3 mini primers. So these are the products from this drawer that I'm getting rid of. Okay, now this drawer is gonna be a tough one for me for sure because I absolutely love highlighters. So I've got my swatching hand ready to go. Let's go ahead and start with my cream highlighters over here. So this is the Milk Makeup Supernova like highlighting stick, and that is what it looks like. So pretty. I'm definitely keeping this. I have been loving Milk Makeup recently. Let me adjust this light for you really quick. Woo! Okay. So there's that swatch. Then we've got the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial, and these are stunning. I freaking love these. I am 100% for sure keeping that, like no doubt in my mind. I've got the Hard Candy Look Pro Illuminate and Strobing Drops, which the packaging on this is kind of like annoying, like it's cheap. And it is really pretty, but I think I might get rid of those. I hardly reach for those anymore. I used to reach for them all the time. This is the Clinique Chubby Stick in Hefty Highlight, and this is beautiful. Look at that. Definitely keeping that. And then this is the Hard Candy Glow All the Way infused with 24 karat gold in the shade Doll Face. And this product is really, really pretty. Not sure how well you can see that. There we go. That is really, really pretty. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep this for now. Okay, so a couple of products that I know 100% for sure that I'm keeping are the Hyper Flash Powder, the Stroboscope Hyper Flash Powder in Val from Moonplay Cosmetics. This product is absolutely stunning. I love this shade, and Samantha Sherman is the one that told me, she didn't tell me to buy it, but she like came up with the name for it and she raved about it in her videos, so I had to pick it up. I'm also keeping my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I love this thing so much. It's definitely well used, so I'm keeping that. I'm also keeping the Wet n Wild Color Icon Reserve Your Cabana Bronzer. This is a product that I used to use back in high school, and I just recently purchased it again, and it's so pretty. It's such like a natural highlight shade, so gotta keep that one. I am keeping my Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Powder. This is supposed to be like a, is this for your body? I think this is face and body. This is in the shade Luminous, and this is a baked product, so it's quite messy, but it is so glittery, and I love that about it. So a lot of people don't like glitter, but I am a fan of the glitter. And then I've got my 4 Kylie Jenner loose highlighting powders. I've got Santorini, Wisteria, and I've got Tahiti and Fiji. These were the 4 that came in this black packaging, so definitely keeping all of those. I love those. Okay, now to this section. I am going to get rid of this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light Year. I bought this like from like a blog sale or something, and it's really pretty, but it's like super dark for a highlighter, and it's pretty dang old, so I am going to pass that one along. I am not doing too hot in this drawer, but I knew I wasn't going to. I've got my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighters. I've got Golden Flower Crown, Precious Petals, Crown of My Canopy, and Blossom Glow, and I'm definitely keeping all of these. Okay, I've got these from BH Cosmetics. These are the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale line. These are the illuminating shimmers. This one right here is in the shade Shimmering Sand, which is so pretty. This isn't really a highlight shade on me. Neither is this one. This is in Beach Bum. This one is actually like even darker. This is like a bronzer shade. I should probably put these in my bronzer drawer, so I'm going to move these out of here into my bronzer drawer. Okay, I've got a couple of baked highlighters. This one is from e.l.f. This is the Baked Blush in Pink-tastic, and I freaking love this thing. It is so beautiful. I use this all the time. I absolutely love that. And then I've also got the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter, and this is also blinding. Absolutely stunning, so definitely keeping both of those products. Okay, I am definitely keeping all of my Becca highlighters. I've got a mini in the shade Rose Gold. You know what? I'm actually gonna get rid of this because it's smashed. It's really pretty, but I never use it because it's like smashed, but look at that. Oh my gosh. But I am actually going to get rid of that because I just can't really use it. I've also got Opal, which is probably my favorite. I love that so much. And I have Champagne Pop, and this is another like stunning shade. Those are all so pretty. And I have one more actually. This is the Becca Prismatic Amethyst highlighter. And that's like a purpley one, so definitely keeping those. I've got my Too Faced Love Light highlighter in the shade Blinded by the Light, and I am definitely keeping that. So blinding. I love how pale this one is. It's like super light colored compared to like this gold or this one. Hey guys, so sorry my camera cut me off, but as I was saying, this one is just really pale compared to this one, which is more of a beigey color. This one's more of like a white base. Then we've got the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and this is again a super pretty natural one. This is like nothing compared to like my other ones. This is very natural. I really do like this. Lauren May Beauty is the one that got me to buy that, so definitely keeping that. I'm keeping my other Hourglass powder. This is one that is in my palette, but I love it so much, so I'm definitely not getting rid of it. This is the Laura Mercier highlight in the shade 01, and that is so pretty. So I'm going to keep that. This is the Benefit Watts Up highlighter, and I love this so much. It's this top swatch right here. So I am going to keep that little cream highlight. And then I've got two from Bare Minerals. This first one is the Pure Radiance. It's called an all over face color, but this is definitely, woo, look at that. Definitely a highlighting shade. That's like such an awkward swatch, but I love that so much. So I'm gonna keep that. And then this is the Golden Gate Radiance. And you know what? I think I'm gonna get rid of this one actually, sadly, but I'm gonna get rid of this one just because I never ever use it, so I'm gonna declutter that one. So I didn't really do too well in this drawer, like I said. I didn't expect to because highlighters are like one of my weak spots, so I am only getting rid of 4, but honestly that's more than I thought. I'm getting rid of these two, the MAC and the Bare Minerals, so I'm gonna go ahead and add those to the declutter pile and then put everything back. So this drawer actually does look quite a lot better if I do say so myself. Okay, so now we have another very difficult drawer for me. This is blush, so I'm already stressed out by looking at this. Okay, first things first, I've got this ColourPop blush in the shade Prenup, and I'm going to get rid of this because it is old and dried out. Yes, okay, these two Essence blushes I'm going to keep. They are the Blush Up blushes in the shades Heatwave and Pinky Flow. I love those. I'm also going to keep this MAC, this is like the Proenza collection or whatever, blush. I love this peachy shade. This one is by Hikari, and I really love this blush, and I used it a lot. But it's kind of like super pigmented, and I have a ton of blushes now that are similar to this, so I am going to declutter that one as well. And then this Bare Minerals blush in the shade Be Awakening I am going to keep. It's a very like cool toned, frosty kind of blush, which is not like anything that I have. So I'm going to keep that one. Okay. Now I guess we'll move on to this little section. My Tarte blushes I'm keeping for sure. I've got Exposed, which I'll go ahead and show you. Looks like this. I've got the shade Glisten, which looks like this. Then I've got two minis in the shades Splendor, which is quite glittery. I'm not sure how well that's picking up on camera. And Blissful, which is a matte coral. So I love the Tarte blush formula. Love it. I've got a couple of cream blushes here. And I'm not much of a cream blush wearer. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my BH Cosmetics cream blushes. I've got 3 of them from the Ashley Tisdale Illuminate collection. So this is the shade Cocoa. This is the shade Peaches and Cream, and this is the shade Rosé. So I've got a pink, an orange, and like a mauvey, like more neutral shade. So I'm gonna keep those 3. And then, whoops, I think I'm gonna get rid of this Seraphine Botanicals Guava Butter. This is really, really pretty. But I just don't really wear cream blushes that often, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Sorry if you can hear the rain. It's like pouring outside. And then this one is from Bare Minerals. This is a Pop of Passion in the shade Papaya Passion. And this one's also really pretty, but I think that I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well because I've only used it like twice. I've swatched it a lot, but I haven't really used it very often. Okay, I've got 3 of these Urban Decay Afterglow blushes. I have the shade Bittersweet, which I love so, so much. I have the shade Crush, which is another beautiful shade. And I have the shade Quickie, which is so unbelievably vibrant. It's like not even picking up on camera. So I'm definitely keeping all 3 of those. I love the Afterglow blushes. I feel like they might be discontinued now. I'm not really sure. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Plum Pop. Love this so, so much. It's such a beautiful, beautiful shade. Definitely keeping that. This is from Pacifica. This is the Wild Rose Natural Mineral Blush. And honestly, I'm just not, like, it's really pretty, you can see right there. But I'm just not super excited about it. And the packaging sucks on this, so I am going to declutter that. Let me get a little wipe. I've got a couple of these Too Faced ones that I'm keeping. I love this formula. These are the Love Flush blushes. I have the shade Crazy in Love, which is this one. I haven't used these yet, but I have some of these shades in like the blush palette that I bought during the holiday. This is the shade Dream Lover. and this is the shade Baby Love. So definitely keeping those 3. And then I've got 2 of these NARS blushes. I have the shade Super Orgasm, which, keeping. And I have the shade Goulue, which I think I'm going to pass on. And this has never been touched. So I can give that to somebody. I've got my Kat Von D Shade and Light blushes right here. And I'm keeping all of them. I'm not really going to go through those. And I'm actually just going to leave those there. And then I also am keeping all 4 of my Milani powder blushes. I have the shade Romantic Rose. I have the shade Tea Rose. I have the shade Blossom Rose. And I have the shade Coral Cove. I love this formula so much. And my mom just turned the vacuum cleaner on, so I'm going to go ask her nicely to turn it off. Okay, everyone, I am back and ready to go. I'm keeping my 4 Milani Baked blushes. I have the shades Coralina, which is so pretty. I have the shade Bella Rosa, which is a matte and, whoa, incredibly pigmented, like holy crap. I've got this shade Dolce Pink, I'm not sure how you say it. Oh, that was a horrible swatch. There we go, that's a little bit better. It's hard for me to tell if you can see on camera or not because of the odd angle that I am at. And then the last one I have is Delicioso Pink, which is another matte shade, a lot cooler toned, but very, very pretty. So I'm gonna keep those 4. This Stila Strawberry Cream Pop Blush Duo, I have never used it. Let me swatch it, because I don't think I've ever swatched this either. It doesn't excite me, so I am going to get rid of this. It's so beautiful though. I got this at TJ Maxx a long time ago for like $4 or something like that. So I am going to declutter that one, sadly. I love the packaging on it. This hard candy punch thing, you can do several different looks with it. You can get a very pale, let me get a better angle. Okay, so hopefully you can see those 3. So this blush is really pretty, but I am going to get rid of it. Same with this one. This is a really nice blush, but the person who gave it to me is no longer in my life, and I don't really feel like I need to keep this anymore. It was special to me because of who gave it to me, but not anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I'm gonna keep this Laura Geller Baked Blush and Highlighter Duo. It's so beautiful. Just like look at that. Oh my gosh. The blush is on top, highlighters on bottom. So great. I'm keeping my Urban Decay Flushed palette. This is so pretty. It's in the shade Native. Love it. I'm keeping all of my Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. I've got 6. I've got Apricot in the middle, Fantastic Plastic Pink, Rosé Champagne, Mellow Wine, and Pearlescent Pink. I'm going to keep my Too Faced Sweethearts blush in the shade Something About Berry. I love that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Bella Pierre Cosmetics blush. I almost got rid of this last time because it was too pale for me, and that's why I'm getting rid of it now. I haven't used it since my last declutter. And then I've got the e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Lights, and I'm definitely keeping this. This is a great product, so. Yep, didn't do too hot in this drawer, but it's fine. Everything's fine. You know what? I actually didn't do as bad as I anticipated. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full-size blushes and 1, this might be full-size, so 7 full-size blushes and 3 small blushes. I'm actually very impressed with myself for this drawer.